Hi, my name's Greg from TP Photography, and today I'm going to talk to you about the new announcement from Sony, the long-awaited 35mm f1.8. Now, a lot of people have been waiting quite a long time for this lens announcement. They've had the 35 1.4 for quite a while now. Samyang came out with an equivalent of 35 1.4. Sony have also had a 35 2.8 for ages, one of the first lenses launched for the system. Samyang also have that lens as well. Now I've got the Samyangs here. So this is the 35 1.4 Samyang. So you can see it's a fair old size. And here's the Samyang 2.8. So you can see fair old weight difference here. So if you're going to choose between the two, super lightweight, fairly heavy, you have got a couple of stops difference between it, but obviously the Sony 35 1.8 is only going to be sort of third of a stop difference, depending on T-stops and how much light actually ends up transmitting. But you're in the same sort of ballpark. You're faster than your 2.8 zooms, but you've got a significant weight saving. Now, size-wise, I've got the Zeiss 55 1.8 here, so it's going to be slightly bigger than this one. When you put it next to each other, you'll see a slight difference, but in terms of rough size, it's going to be that size. So it's going to be significantly smaller and lighter than the 1.4 versions. Now, going to be heavier and bigger than the 28 f2. So if you look here, you can see there's a size difference there, and obviously the 35 1.8 is going to be bigger than the 55, so there's going to be a little bit of difference there. The 28 is still lighter, so it depends on how important that is going to be to you in terms of sizing your bag. But obviously if you're after a 35mm, it's going to be the only choice there. What will be interesting, of course, is how many people will pick this up. Price-wise, it's around the same as the 85mm 1.8, but obviously great for the Sony system that you've now got a 35 1.8 option, 28 f2, 50 1.8, 55 1.8, 85 1.8. So the system's really sort of becoming a lot more complete now. Are you going to get one? I'm still not so sure. Obviously I've got two 35mm at the moment, so a third might be overkill, but I could replace potentially both of them if it's small and light enough and performs well. So I will probably see how the reviews go, see how good optically it is. I can imagine it's going to be pretty good. All the Sony 1.8s are pretty good. They're all sort of similar price. So it's going to perform similar to the 85, which performs well, the 55, which performs well. Fully expect it to be pretty good. But what are your thoughts? Do you think it's another lens that we needed? Have you been waiting for the 35 1.8? Have you put your pre-order in now? I think it's going to be around about 650 at the retailers at the moment on pre-orders. So if you want to do that, get your order in. But I think it's going to be quite popular. Myself, I'm not so sure. I'm not in a great rush. Obviously I've got two 35mm. The 2.8 is pretty decent already, and is super small and light. If it is lower light and I need the faster aperture, then I do have the 1.4. But obviously if the 1.8 works out quite well, then it might be worth selling and changing for the Sony, depending on how the autofocus is on that and all that sort of stuff. So just some quick thoughts on how it's going to fit into the system, the relative sizes compared to the existing lenses, and look forward to seeing your thoughts on whether it's a lens that you've been waiting for, whether you're going to skip it, if there's any other lenses that you'd like to see more than a 35mm. Are you waiting for sort of an affordable wider angle lens maybe, or something like that? But put it in the comments and I will speak to you soon. Thanks for watching, and bye bye.